I'm leaving Vancouver. I couldn't afford to continue paying my bills here. This is terrifying. It shouldn't be a sad thing. I've never wanted to spend my whole life in Canada, which is a shit show of a clusterfuck. Shit show of a clusterfuck. By the time this video is posted, I'll be in Bangkok. Hi friends! So this is a difficult video to make. I don't really know where to begin. I'm exhausted. I haven't slept in 2 days and I am beyond dead tired. So if I seem extremely exhausted and tired, I am, trust me. So I'm leaving Vancouver. I'm actually leaving Canada. I've already sold all of my exotic pets, all my snakes, spiders, lizards, my frogs, everything I had other than the cats and the dog, which are coming with me. I can't afford to live in Canada anymore. I can't afford to live in Canada anymore. People will say, oh, you moved to Vancouver and Vancouver's known to be super expensive. Calgary is officially the most expensive city in Canada and it has been for quite a few months. Vancouver's cost of living has actually went down. Well, maybe not total cost, but the rental market has actually went down in Vancouver. What I'm paying to live in Vancouver is pretty equal to what I paid living in Calgary. I have 4 pets. I'm a woman who lives alone. I do have to deal with safety issues. I need a certain level of place to feel safe. The economic downturn I'm currently seeing, 90% of my income is gone from multiple revenue streams. I can't afford to get a place in another province. I don't have a backup source of income right now, and getting a minimum wage job is not going to pay a fraction of what it costs to survive. So I made the decision to move to a cheap country. I'm moving to Thailand. I'm gonna do the student visa first, and I'm gonna take some time off, do some studying, take some Thai, and then look at the digital nomad visa for myself after I've arrived and I've talked to people who've done both and really get an idea of what the best route is going forward. I have always wanted to move to Asia, especially Thailand. Thailand's incredible. I love Thailand. I have some friends there. I really wanted to move there, but I wanted it to be my choice. The fact that this isn't a choice is what hurts. That choice has been taken away by the current economic crisis and the rising cost of living and the dystopian capitalist hellscape. You know, late stage capitalism, wonderful. And that's what sucks. It's not a choice. But that being said, if it was a choice, would I ever have went? If I was always living just comfortably in Canada, you know, not saving, not putting money aside for retirement, but living comfortably, would I ever have left? Or would I always have been too scared? Because this is terrifying. I'm terrified. This is an ordeal. You won't see this until I'm there, because I'm not actually announcing that I'm leaving. I'm keeping it very close to the chest. I'm telling people on an individual basis, and then this will be my public announcement. Hi guys, I'm in Bangkok now. Vancouver is beautiful. It's very green. I love Vancouver. I'm sad to get rid of this apartment. I love my view. I can see the mountains in the background on a clear day like today. I love the city. I had friends here, but it is what it is, right? I don't want to go back to Alberta. It's been a traumatic and stressful time. I have run into issue after issue. I am under so much stress and pressure from everything I've got going on. I haven't been able to really sit in that emotion. Thoughts on Vancouver. I lived here for 8 months straight, and I've spent quite a bit of time here before that, so I'm probably looking at about a year of time total I've spent in Vancouver. It's wonderful. If I had to live in Canada, this is the only city I would like to live in. It is very hard to meet people and make friends. People here are friendly on the surface only. They'll be super friendly, smiley to your face. They don't really want to get to know you. They don't want to let you in. They have their cliques, they have their circles. Creating a group of friends here and just meeting people and getting to know them is difficult. It can be very lonely and isolating here. People are closed off. I live in Yaletown in downtown Vancouver. It is a super pretentious, nudie fucking neighborhood. It's not for me. It's not my vibe. I recommend the West End, the gay district, the gay neighborhood around Davie, Denman, especially like English Bay. Beautiful. You're right by Stanley Park, you're right by the water, you're right by the beaches. It's vibrant and alive, and there's a ton of like cool, kitschy little businesses everywhere and restaurants, and it's awesome. Awesome. So I should have moved over there. At first I found Yaletown so friendly. I was like shocked by how friendly people were here, but the more I stayed here, the more I got to see these people day in and day out, I realized there was just this pretentiousness to the whole place. It's so image focused. They're claiming their own space through thinking they're better than others. It's a very pretentious vibe. My rent in Vancouver for a 1-bedroom apartment that has parking included, laundry in the unit, a space that we're sitting in that is big enough to make into a small bedroom, a storage closet big enough to make into a small bedroom, and a full walk-in closet, so it's a big 1-bedroom, is 2,850 Canadian dollars a month. My townhouse in Calgary, 2,950. It's about $100 difference. I did have a townhouse in Calgary for that price. And when I was looking at moving in Calgary, when I was looking at staying there before I moved out here, the rents had skyrocketed. The rent on my townhouse, if I had stayed there, was going to go up by more than $300 a month if I re-signed the lease for another year. Over a 10% increase. It was unlivable, and I couldn't find a place. I looked for weeks, I searched, I put in application after application after application, did viewing after viewing after viewing, could not find a place. Came out here and viewed like 7 different places in a couple days, got offered almost every single one of them. It's very different, and the price is close to the same, and at least here there's no horrible winter that lasts for 8 months that's cripplingly depressing and cold and you don't want to go outside and your skin gets so dry that it literally cracks on your body and bleeds and hurts. At least we don't have that here. It is so unbelievably fucking convenient. There's a pet store for like dog and cat supplies that was less than 10 minutes away. There's a grocery store, it's right on the corner. There's a Vietnamese restaurant almost right underneath me. There's a waffle place almost right underneath me. 1 block that way there's a Shoppers Drug Mart. There's a 7-Eleven also 1 block that way, and just down at the other end of the block I could walk everywhere. I didn't have to drive a car at all. Yes, Vancouver's expensive, but then I would have been paying a lot less per month than I was in Alberta, but I wouldn't have had the car to go visit friends and family in case of emergencies. You know, there is that that trade. The last month, I've been really looking at it differently since I knew I was leaving. Like, what did this place give me in 8 months? What does it actually have to offer me in my future? And there is no answer. I will never save money living here. It's hard to meet people. There's not a better job market here. It gave me nothing in those 8 months. So what's the point? I still think if you were to live in Canada and you have the budget to live in Canada, this is the place to be. It's beautiful. It's got mild winters. You can still meet people. You just have to put in the work. Your lifestyle is healthy. It's active. It's great, but it's also not. Canada's the problem though. It's not Vancouver's fault. It's the fact that everywhere in Canada is the same price now. If you were a normal person on a normal minimum wage job, you would be bringing home, what, about $2,000 a month? If you found a place for rent in Vancouver for $2,000, you are going to be competing with people to get that, and a lot of those people making a lot more than minimum wage. You will 100% have to live with roommates, a significant other, whatever. And if the two of you and a significant other are both making minimum wage jobs, pulling in about $4,000 a month, and let's say you got like a steal of a deal on a place outside of downtown, your rent is not going to be less than about $1,700. It's not. I don't know anyone who pays less than that. But your phone bills together, it's going to be another $200. Internet and everything, you're looking at, let's say, $200. And now suddenly you have $900 left over for everything else. For all of your food, all of your entertainment, your clothes. What happens if you want to have kids? Like, I don't want to have kids, but how do people fucking survive this? That's, like I said, the lowest possible amount you'd be paying for rent. I know people paying for studio apartments for like $2,400, $2,500 a month. It's unlivable. It's unlivable for normal people. And I had a very high income and that disappeared, and now it's unlivable for me too. But it's not Vancouver's fault. It's everywhere in Canada that's like that now. I went from a very high income to almost no income in a very short amount of time. I have worked through recessions before. I've seen recessions. I've never seen anything like this. It was different. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have hope that Canada can offer me a future. I don't have hope that I would be able to do this by myself here. And maybe I can in Asia. Cost of living's that low. I'm glad that I'm finally doing the adventure that I wanted in my life. Like, I'm finally doing this great big thing and moving across the planet, but I'm hurt and I'm upset and I'm angry, and it's not exciting moving around the world. It's terrifying, and I'm worried about the isolation. I have a few friends in Thailand, but only one of them lives in Bangkok. Only one friend I regularly talk to, and he's busy. It's going to be extremely isolating and lonely. I'm going to be looking for an apartment in a primarily like English speaking area. You know, it's still Thailand, it's Thai everywhere, but there's a ton of expats living there with big expat communities. There's a lot of English in Thailand. There's a lot of English in Thailand, okay? Like if you come there on a trip and you just go to tourist areas, you will never not be able to speak English. It's so English friendly. But I am going to be taking Thai because I don't want to be that person that immigrates to a country and then never learns the language. That's not my vibe. I want to learn the fucking language. It's hard. It's very hard. When I was doing the lessons online, I don't know how much stuck. I think I can order a coffee still, and I know like a couple words that immediately came to mind, but not much. I know gai is chicken and moo is pork. You know, the important things. It's a big adventure. It's so scary, guys. And I can't enjoy looking forward to it, so I'm fucking depressed. I'm really depressed. I'm not doing well. And once I'm there and all of the stress of moving overseas is done, it'll be better. We'll be going next week. Oh, fuck. I probably haven't had any videos posted since like April, because honestly the thing I cut for the sake of my mental health was the YouTube. I was like, I know how important it is to stay consistent for the algorithm and all that shit, but like I just fucking can't right now. Even recording this, I literally have this quick like 30-minute spot to record this. It's just stream of consciousness babbling because I don't have the time or the energy. In Edmonton, it'll be welcome to Bangkok. Okay. Hello, I'm living in Bangkok now. I made it. Is there any possible way you could tell though? Is there any possible way you could tell that I currently live in Thailand? I don't know. I don't think, no, it's not possible. Okay, bye.